dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me, come down with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip with your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me, come down with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip with your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I wanna be someone. I wanna be great. I'm gonna be someone. It's never too late. Game face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise if you hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me and come out with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip with your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming. I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I wanna be someone. I wanna be great. I'm gonna be someone. It's never too late. Game face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise if you hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me and come out with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip with your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I wanna be someone. I wanna be great. I'm gonna be someone. It's never too late.
What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Blunderbuss79 over here at Established in 8-Bit. And we are back at y'all with a brand new video. Let's get it. Let's go. And y'all know how we do it over here. Oops, sorry. Thought I had this up for y'all guys already. So, you know how we like to do it over here. We jump to Facebook, we jump to the forum, we jump everywhere we can trying to answer people's questions on this game that has been around for 7 years, and still have new people coming to it. So of course, with that being said, there are gonna be people that are gonna come to this game that have absolutely no idea what to do, where to start. With 250 characters in, it can be a little bit daunting. So I like to get around and see what's happening in the community with a more realistic approach. I wasn't trying to put that cat's picture up there, but we got this cat. You know, I guess he got carried through a GBR and or got not carried but got helped, because it looks like they were doing around the same amount of damage, around, you know, the 500,000 or more mark. I do believe that Dormammu has like 1.2 or 1.5 billion in damage, or so, an HP or something like that. 1.25 billion HP or something like that, somewhere around there. So you need, if it's two people, you're gonna have to split that between you, right? So that's around 700,000 or 700 million a piece. So yeah, looks like this guy got the carry or the help he needed, and in addition he got the 9 tokens, 55 solar to 15, and a very rare CTP of regen. Yeah, it would have been better if it was like a rage or an energy or something like that that you could actually use, but you can use this thing to try and roll for a brilliant. So that's, I suppose that's something, right? It'd be better if the brilliant was guaranteed. So Gore, after the update, any opinions? Is he good now? So once again, Gore is good kind of if played on manual, right? And that was sort of always the case, except he didn't have the iframe ignore on the second skill. So, you know, after the, yes, right, they put the iframe ignore on the second skill for Gore. So yeah, after the update, if you just spam the 2 and the 3 or the 2 and the 4, that little rotation 2 3 2 4 2 3 2 4 back and forth, you're gonna mop pretty much everything. If you have a decent enough build on him, he gets a lot done, from what I've seen and from what I understand, because the animation on that 2 skill is an iframe itself. So unless you have iframe ignore, they're going to be very, I don't want to say there are going to be few characters that can deal with it, right? Because Spider-Man can deal with it very easily and very effectively. The difference is Spidey's 4th skill, it takes a while to hit, whereas Gore's 2nd skill hits almost immediately. So you got my man Kieran down here going, yes, Giga Chad when played in manual. Else Otto 3rd and 4th skill strongest after Hulk, Thanos, and Adam in PvP. I would probably throw Spidey in there. I still see him around in PvP a lot. I would also throw Emma in that conversation too, because with that reflect and that third skill Giga Clap that she has, and still being able to, deal with Thanos effectively, I mean, that's something, right? So, like, that's the thing. And that reflect can also deal with the occasional Incredible Hulk as well. So, Emma is no punk still. Let's not get it twisted. People tend to move on to what the meta is, and they never go back and see, well, what characters can actually deal with the meta that are outside of it, right? They just go, well, this claps, that claps. And really, in PvP, what you're doing is you're playing matchups. And you got this guy here, a man Verma, got him Guardians of the Galaxy Best Story Ever card from the World Boss Conquer chest. This is dope, bro. This is a really awesome card. I have it myself. Equipped, as a matter of fact, and rolled. So yeah, roll this thing up. If you need it, cool. If you don't need it, then it's still good fodder, right? So that's the good thing. The other thing is, even if you have this card, and say it's not quite rolled perfect, you can hold on to this thing and roll that card in the background while you're sitting on your fully crafted, not so perfect version. So yeah, really, really good card. And that way you can just swap and then use the other one for fodder that you've been building up, or just let it sit in your inventory for whatever. You may actually roll it godly, but in a different sort of way. And if you have to switch or min-max or something, you got that backup to switch to. I mean, it's a bunch of different ways to skin that cat. Like, say one card rolled, I'm just gonna pull something out my ass here. Say one card rolled crit rate and the other card rolled crit damage, right? Not saying that would be the case, but similar situational. A bunch of those stats, like, it's hard with cap stats because they're easily capped, right? And then the uncapped stats are far and few between. And then you got this guy here. Oh, my man Christian. I hope this is not too early. I'm so sorry, but what's the best CTP for Venom, and what's his rotation? Not this one, bro. So CTPs of authority are generally used, or always used, in PvP because of the guard break immunity and because of the invincibility. But what you really want to do is you want to re-roll this. You want to combine another authority with this thing. You want to re-roll it to where you get, and I think it's like 5 seconds of invincibility is the max, with the 1% pure damage. The damage accumulation. I want to say how high the crit damage really is. It doesn't matter. What's going to matter is the activation rate. It should be, I think the max is 50%. And then you want the 5 seconds of invincibility with the 1 second of pure damage. And then you want the steal effect. And I think the steal effect maxes out at like 20% or something like that. We'll go check here in a second. But you want the mighty or the brilliant, but you don't want it on Venom. because Venom is not a PvP type character. Venom is a PvE type character. That's player versus environment, not player versus player. So timeline battle, alliance, conquest, he's no good there. You want to use him in places like Giant Boss Raid, World Boss, Ultimate, Alliance Battle, Extreme, Dispatch missions, places like that, Dimension Rifts. That's where you want to use him. And then you would want to use him with the CTP of Rage. You can proc with him, but it's a real tight rotation and you're gonna miss. So I would just say take the guesswork out and put a Rage on him if you got one laying around. It's also the reason why I advocate for Netmarble to rework the damage falls on head to something that works similar to a Rage or a Judgment, but maybe not quite as powerful, so we're not losing value there. And so you can make these Rage type characters and Judgment type characters playable, because there are a lot of them in the game, bro. I'm just gonna be a buck. There's a lot of characters in the game that do not function without a Rage. They do not function without a CTP of Judgment. This guy's another one, right? And so not proc friendly. If you don't got a Rage on him, he may work really good with a Judgment in this uniform, but like him being physical type also instead of energy type element, I would roll with a Rage. If he was energy type element, I would roll with a Judgment. I would be more prone to put a Judgment on him. For instance, Rogue, she does not work. She's physical type, but she doesn't work without a Judgment, right? But I think the energy types take more of an advantage of things like the Judgment, energy, all that jazz. Like they can take more of an advantage of the Judgment prop. There's something about the way that the elemental damage transfers from the energy versus the way that it transfers to physical. I'll show you what I mean. That's what's not right here. There we go. Switch to input. Okay. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with that whole energy physical shit. So you got a character like Rogue, right? And you see it gives her mind damage of physical attack, right? So all of her attack is based on her physical attack stat, but it transfers it into lightning, mind, some more mind damage there, some more lightning damage there, right? That's on all of her skills. Mind damage there, you know, on her tier 3. That's, there it is. It's lightning from physical, right? But then you have a character like Emma here, right? And all of her damage is based on energy attack. Well, because she's based on energy attack, that transference from the Judgment proc is the calculation is higher for some reason. It's not like that with the physical types, but she doesn't work at all without a Judgment. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know where that kind of lies. Same thing with Johnny Storm. He doesn't work at all without a Judgment, but unlike Rogue, he's not a physical type damage dealer. He's an energy type damage dealer. So Like, it's little minute details like that. And most people really don't like either realize or know, or it's behind the scenes type of stuff. So it really doesn't matter as long as you like know, hey, this character has this type of damage, I might need to put this on him. But it does make a difference in terms of like whether or not you're gonna put, say, a judgment versus a rage, right? It also makes a difference in the content you go into, because like alliance battle and shit is generally more favorable to a rage build than a judgment build. Yeah, baby. What? Oh, get the one out the bedroom. Look on mama's side. So yeah, the data mine about the token and about the premium card. Yeah, I saw that. I figured it was coming. Seeing which uniforms we're gonna have lined up. I'm gonna try to snatch up that Titania uniform and Agent Venom and Carnage, and I'm gonna also try to snatch up an older uniform that I didn't get, and I don't see it down there. Yeah, America Chavez. I'm gonna try to snatch this one up on Black Friday. So that's 5 uniforms. And I said I was gonna stop doing this, but like after some shit I seen, I think America, I think she could be kind of a timeline sleeper. So I'm gonna start making folks see stores. But let's get into some World Boss and get this knocked out. Let's get this knocked out. Excuse me. This asshole. I hate playing Ultron. But yeah, that free premium card is that's gonna be lit. That's gonna be real lit. And it's gonna be folks that's gonna be complaining about that, just like they complained about the tier 3 selectors, because they, went through, spent up a bunch of fucking money so they could have all the tier 3 characters and shit, and then want to get mad at the devs for giving away a tier 3. When, oh, I need a tier 4, but you spending to get all of them. So, like, come on, man. Like, what do you want? Really? So fucking dumb. Like, just slow your spending, build it natural. Yeah, you can take advantage of certain things. Wow. I swung one time and I dipped. I came back for that one more because he was transitioning, and you get that. Okay, so when he does that spaced out attack, I try to hit him twice. I try to, like, when he does those blasts from the ground that are spaced out, the one that he did before the last attack that killed me, I try to get off 2 if I can. That's gonna suck. not gonna let me get off at all. Okay, that's cool. Of course. I knew you were gonna ride me. That's why I waited. That's why I waited, buddy. He gonna try to jump all over the place to avoid the damage. Ow, you little chump. No damage. Wow. Yeah, this one. Okay, you gonna try to cutscene me again. So I don't even understand how he was attacking and he was supposed to be faded when he came up out of that little old optimization mode. But oh well. Just dogging. Fuck it. I'm just interested in the mats. Damn it. You ain't getting no more. You ain't getting no less from doing all that pushing and all of that jazz. I'll do that later. Nope. Maybe. Might need Groot, but we'll see. Now, here's the shit. Right? For all of these characters that are getting these upgrades, like, yeah, I suppose Venom will always have his striking ability, but since he's kind of replaced him or taken himself out of the equation of being a striker, right? Now being a DPS, who then are the best strikers in the game? There's only one other healing striker, and that's Groot. They can actively come off the bench from that top and give you a good healing. I'm going with the wrong rotation. Sitting here running my mouth. Let's heal up before he optimizes. We gotta switch on that one. Got me that time. Oh. Are you serious? After all that work, the best laid plans. Sitting up there holding on that damn tier 3 skill like I'm crazy. Habits. Oh, wow. Oh wow, did he cast a skill? I don't get him out of here. Stop playing with him. Nice little CCF drops, not bad. When did she get used? Okay. Oh, because of the female types aren't allowed thing. that.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be.
Okay.
I can
You can do this.
control if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
Hulk's health bar ain't even moving. He ain't phased by none of that. We finally got you some action, huh? Hold on. Yeah, that's your best bet. Oh, he does his 4 on the, oh, okay. Alright. I didn't know he did his 4 on the co-op. I'm gonna have to double up.
Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I can
That boy ain't doing no tripping.
deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest.
You just stand in your whole space and give you the business. And just look at you like, yeah, I supposed to did something. That's when you knew you had a problem. And he about to finish with almost 2 minutes left. Ain't bad. Let's see what he finished with the third phase. Now I don't gotta worry about getting held up by all of that mess.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want.
And just reach out and touch him from there. Already.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest.
He tried to hold it.
Every morning I wake up obsessed and
Alright, hold up. Hold this. Mm-hmm. see. Not enough. 3 bars left. Yep, I need Taskmaster. I need to build Taskmaster tier 3. That's what I'm missing. That's what my roster is sorely missing is male support types and leaderships. Like as many tier 3s as I have, right? It's not a whole lot of leaderships. It's not a whole lot of supports. You got Magneto, but he only applies to mutants. You got Star-Lord, but he only applies to blast types, right? You got White Fox, but she only applies to leadership types. You got this guy here only applies to elementals. You know, he's only good for Scarlet Witch, right? Like it's so many, like, oh, he's got to ignore dodge leadership, right? That's only good for Noel. So it's a lot of nuance there. She's got a good lead, but I just got her to tier 3. So it's little stuff like that. I don't have Thor's artifact to make his leadership viable for him. You know, that sort of stuff. He would be a nice tier 3 for me to have, just for overall. Just, yeah, you'd only apply to energy types, but that covers a lot of ground. You know, tier 3 in this guy would also be nice. But if he gets one, he'd be nice for villains. For show, lead / support. But this guy here, I need to tier 3 him, so I could get a bunch of weapon master types out of the way. That would free up my White Fox to do a lot. You know, I need to awaken this guy for Incredible Hulk, right? Incredible Hulk, Valkyrie, an Incredible Hulk Valkyrie Drax team. Matter of fact, while we sitting here talking about it, shit. See, that's what the hell I do. We ain't gonna sit up here and keep speaking on it. We're gonna start working on it. I don't even got the resources to finish right now, but we're gonna start pushing. This one makes sense. That make a whole lot of sense. I don't got the tier 3 mats. They're kind of tied up right now, but yeah. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of people have this same issue, so let's go ahead and kill Ultron so we can get our mats. We'll move on to some more content. We don't need the lightning damage strikers. Sure, why not? I ain't using nothing else. She has a leadership. I keep forgetting. Put a couple physical attack strikers in there and call it a day.
More power in the way I be. And when my mind turns out with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me.
Here we go with all the foolishness. That did nothing. That dude had me dead to rights and it did nothing. So I don't want to hear about no one shot in no weird situation. Cute. Just give him the business just because. Oops. Snuck him. Snuck him. Come here. Oh, this whole chiladas. Hold it now. Oh, wait a minute. Hold it now. See? Level 1. Not all this 35, 58, 99, 100 million. None of that. You get you some carbonadium. You get you some essence of dimension. You get you some cosmic fragment. You get you some EOD. You get you some CCF. You get you some TCP. Yeah, you get all of that there. Only thing they could have blessed my game with was a book. And they give me a nice little old life seed and some BAM too. And some Northern Stone. So, yeah, there's most EOD and TCP. So, make sure you roll to that World Boss of the Day. Try to get that World Boss Legend, man. I don't think I got a 5th clear. Well, I do got a 5th clear. It's just gonna be a damn headache. Like that, damn. The debuff removal will still be nice. I so need a rage on him or a judgment. Oh wow, he's about to get clapped. Damn Ancient One. But you don't like Asgardians or something? You can't come bless the game with a debuff removal? Yeah, thank you. Really? Come on with your foolery. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. You thought about it, didn't you? shenanigans and all that skipping rope, and now we finna cut all that out. Please stop it. Please. Thinking you're in the Matrix, running on walls. We're not doing that one today. Okay, let's get this, because the gold is looking quite terrible. I'm quite ashamed of myself, actually. Need to do some farming, and we'll check in on the news here, see if we can find some storage. Autoplay button got me. It gets me every damn time. There we go. Okay, so my man over here on Facebook, Ronnie asks best character to get get 20 biometrics daily character. I already have Luna, so outside of Luna Snow, who else as far as the bio sub? Right now I would say Carnage is pretty good. You know, he's in that tier 4 pool. I think he's one of the only bio sub character. He's the only bio sub character. He's the first bio sub character that, but it makes sense because he was the first bio sub character, right? Introduced to the game. So they made him the first bio sub tier 4. So if you plan on taking him to tier 4, I would say currently, yeah, like my man Naheem down here is saying, Carnage, Fury, Valkyrie, you know, Echo and Spectrum. Echo is a nice support. Spectrum, I really don't have a lot of experience playing, although I need to get in there more. That was another reason why I started playing Shadowland a lot more. So yeah, you know, these are all excellent recommendations. If you're just talking about straight up going if you're talking about just straight up going to tier 3 bio sub, you know, Toxin is pretty good right now. If you could get your hands on this uniform, but that's already passed, and by the time it comes back around, this uniform is probably going to be obsolete for the character. But it does make Iceman really good. You know, I wouldn't want anybody to get Iceman and get stuck with this thing, right? Thinking that, you know, 45% crit damage for 7 seconds is good when this should be a flat buff. that's activated when the freeze skill is used. It has an activation rate, and it also has all of that extra crap going on with it. And they kept it around for this uniform, but they also gave it an increased guaranteed critical rate, increased guaranteed critical damage to go along with it. So they also gave him some chain hit, where I don't think he had this one before. Yeah, they didn't even change the tier 2 passive at all, and it was just a complete overhaul from top to bottom. They changed the 4-star passive as well, and this one they only changed like 3 skills, and it's not worth the 1050 crystals. So, and they didn't give him a heal, whereas in this uniform I do believe he does have a heal, on his 3rd skill. So it's just so much of a night and day sort of situation. I would also say, if you're talking about spending money on the game to get a biosub character or whatnot, I would say just spend the $10, get the crystals, and try to get White Fox out of the way, because we're in October. It's only 2 months away for this uniform to be back on sale. So if you do have White Fox already, you can go ahead and snatch this uniform up, and it makes her amazing support still, and that value is going to remain. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. So that would be kind of a way to go. And the same here with Valkyrie. Her support ability and the amount of characters that she's able to cover is just amazing. And I would say the same is true of Wave. Don't let her leadership fool you. Yes, she does have that only applying to Namor thing, but she also applies 25% all attack to all allies, and unlike Vision or what's the other one that does it? Victorious does it for Doom. She also gives the applies to hero allies supervillain damage and damage decrease buff of 50% and 15% respectively. So that alone is just nasty. And I do believe you have to have this uniform in order to get that buff, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Nope, she has it anyway, base. The uniform just gives it a 10% increase. I think it's like 10% and 5%, something like that. So yeah, definitely amazing character. As far as a support type, I would also say Taskmaster for later stages of World Boss would be an excellent one. I don't think he's Biosub though. He's support shop, isn't he? Yeah, I think Taskmaster is support shop. Namor would be a good pickup, seeing as how the movie is right around the corner. And I would say maybe the same would be true of Ironheart for the same reason, right? Could be sort of sleeper picks to just pick up and tick it up, and then work on the tier 2 that way. And for the same reason, this is why I say this is the best buy in the game. Beats the hell out of a Biosub. Behind the Stark stash. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, behind the Stark stash, this is the best buy in the game. Because not only do you get the bio sub, but then you also get this every 14 days. The tier 2 advancement selector. I think they charge like $30 for a tier 2 mega rank up ticket. This is like getting 2 of them. You savvy? So that's why, you know, this thing here, I mean, I know it's like $20 more, right? But then also too, if you buy this thing 3 times, yeah, it's $100, but tier 3 selector. So, and it's not a limited selector, right? It's not just limited to these bio sub characters. And I don't think tier 2 natives are excluded, but I could be mistaken about that. It's been a long time since I used it. And as you see, I got 41 days left on the next one. I will be purchasing this thing a couple of more times so I can go ahead and finish this off. And it's in 30-day increments. So you buy this thing, you get the bios, and you wind up tier 2 in a lot of characters this way that are, you know, that's how I plan a tier 2 Agent Venom, and why I plan on getting his uniform. And then going to tier 3 from there will be easy. Or I can grind it from there because biometrics won't be an issue. Biometrics are just an issue from tier 1 to tier 2. So you know, I skip buying these 2 altogether, because if you're buying them both at the same time, then it's like $10 more, right? Cheapest mega tier 2 ticket in the game. And you get 2 of them damn things. Basically, you know, they call it a selector, but basically a tier 2 mega advancement ticket. And then you bypass all of that biometric sub cost and all of that old bullshit, having to build up bios and having to go wait for a ticket and all. Not doing all that. Not for the not for those characters. You know, everybody else, Crystal Wall characters, stuff like that, yeah, no problem. Build them. Toxin, the way I got him to tier 2 wasn't through that. I got him to tier 2 because I had a tier 2 mega rank up ticket. But like, say if I were to unlock somebody like Professor X or Negasonic Teenage Warhead or somebody like that, oh yeah, you finna get that. And take you straight to tier 2 and be done with you. Be done with all that foolishness. Now I will say this about that data mine. DJ, I will say this. I wonder which premium cards are involved. Right? Is it gonna be this whole regular thing? Which even if it is, yeah, I'll still take it. It's cool. It's a free premium card. I can, you know. But if it's hey, you know we throwing the Korean set in there. You know we throwing this other set in there. You know we throwing this card, that card in there. See, that'll be worth a mention, right? I mean, it's not to say they don't give us enough free stuff. They don't. But yeah, I mean, if it's something a little extra in there, you make it something to write home about. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'll show you what I mean. So like you take this premium card chest here, right? You got Guardians of the Galaxy Best Story Ever, Cable, the Baby Spidey card, Scarlet Witch #1. You got the Gwenpool card, Black Widow, Loki. Was it all three of them? No, just the two. So you got the Loki #2, and what's the other one? Anyway, you can get those out of the out of that thing, out of the legendary battle. You got the Black Panther, both of them cards, New Avengers #9, and then you got the Luna, White Fox, and Crescent cards, right? That's all that's in there. Right? All three of them are premium cards. These cards aren't in there. Especially this one. And this one. Right? The rest of them I ain't really even too much worried about if they are or not. What are the rest of them? I hate that they did that. When they revamped the whole card thing, they moved the card information to where you can see all of the cards in the game. And the other way had it separated out a lot better. But you got the New Avengers, all new, all different. You got the Amazing Spider-Man card, right? #13. You got the Captain America card. See, this would be better if you could like group them, where I could just separate out all the premium cards from all the free-to-play cards. But yeah, I think that's all of them. So yeah, you know, if they could do something like that, maybe throw this Captain America card in there. You know, that would be nice. Or you know, maybe some of the Korean cards, you know, would definitely be amazing, especially this Joker right here. know, but a free premium card is a free premium card, right? So see, a lot of people got the anniversary cards equipped, which lets me know they haven't been working on their card set if they still got those things equipped. Let's see, we got Blast. Okay, so everybody out here is Blast. Got no more. Oh no, we got open requirement. Okay. So let's see here. We'll just give them WAS support. I don't need nothing major. See, to be honest, I never should have even put that CTP of Rage on Ghost Rider. I think I got him with like a selector or something. Like an anniversary selector or a Black Friday or something like that. It was the same with Captain Marvel. Same with Loki. A bunch of them is because I've been around for that anniversary. I've been around for every anniversary tier 3 selector and transcendent selector, and I am not upset at all. This feels good whenever it's a character that you've already tier 3 to get a uniform that's really good. Let's see here. Why in the hell is Blue Marvel out there? Is what I want to know. We'll do this. probably rolled Nova's lead, then gave another support, but it's cool. It's just this guy. Stop what you're doing, sir. Think about this. Let's think about this. Just went over there and broke that man down. And not for no reason. She broke him down for every reason. That's the cold thing. Okay, 5 million easy. Not bad. That was a nice burst to 6. Can we get 7? I think I goofed the tier 3 skill. It might cost me. She's at 6'5" with 16 seconds left. Let's hit him with this one. Nice. Seven, 2. Nice. I can dig that. If only I can do that on this guy. Let's see here. Probably not a good idea to bring Toxin. Let's see here. Tell you what'll be a good idea. Just to save that for later in the show. So I can get some gold and put some more resources into my Venom. Because I generally don't do very well against Serta. So I'm gonna enjoy the moment. I'm gonna enjoy the 7 million moment. Yeah, I probably should have screenshotted it, but D-Rise, what's happening, player? Welcome to the channel. No, I don't have any tier 4s yet. My first tier 4 will be Hulk. I'm currently working on Incredible Hulk. I Do have a mighty CTP of regen on him, with a fully maxed out Power Angry Hulk, a 4-star artifact, mythic uniform, newest latest Fear Itself joint. I do have the Immortal Hulk uniform too. Should probably do a comparison, because it's really no comparison. It's not like it's not like Tony's outfit, because that 200% damage when they go into 10%, when they go into 30% is that's a massive bump. And it's just gonna hit hard wherever. Just depends on whether you need hero or villain Tony. And I kind of like that versatility for him. I kind of wish that they'd have done something similar with Hulk, where he could take advantage of the Immortal Hulk villain and then maybe hero, but then it doesn't really fit with the Fear Itself moniker. So maybe in the next uniform he'll get something like that, but I don't see this one being replaced anytime soon. So they did a lot of things right with it. Like, they changed the damage accumulation. They changed a lot of stuff. Well, they gave him damage accumulation, and they gave it to him based on his HP. So it's real unique. That real short line of text makes a lot of difference. Turn that off, so I want to run this one. I seen the damage he was able to put out with a regen. I was like, yeah. Who would I recommend next? Like after Hulk? Like I would recommend everybody do Hulk as their first tier 4. That's no doubt. After that, the next strongest that I've been hearing is Thor. I think you either need a rage or a okay, so he put up 103 million, right? And just by comparison, now this is Thor with not his best build, right? So this probably isn't the fairest comparison, but we'll give Thor stronger strikers to compensate and try to make up for a bunch of that. But yeah, Thor, if you can get Thor with a judgment or a rage, he'll do amazing. I don't like the fact that his 5th skill roots him in place though. And you can use the 2nd skill to break it if the enemy is close enough. But if they like dodge out of the way and then come and hit you with an attack, they could kill you. So that's kind of the drawback. Like, see, he's still in his animation. There wasn't nothing I could do. But I got a mighty destruction on him. So not the best thing for him. You can proc with him, but let me see. I'm trying to let that lightning run its course so I can get off a decent rotation. Yeah, see, that one wasn't half bad. This one's gonna be a good one too if that proc ever goes off. There we go. And alternatively, you can use the 2 to kind of build up the destruction proc. But you see, he's only put up like 20-something million. I mean, not even half. And that's even with me, you know, that's with me screwing up the rotation a couple of times. So he probably would have done like 70, 80 million with a rage. He'd have definitely done like 100 and something. I think just because, personally, I think more people have access to destruction and energy CTPs as opposed to rage and judgment CTPs. I would say Iron Man, because he's way proc friendlier. You could roll something like a mighty destruction on him or mighty energy on him, and he'll work pretty damn good. I got a rage on mine, but that's just because I don't like dealing with tight rotations and all of that different sort of stuff. And that's sort of been indicative of a lot of the tier 4s, right? Venom, he's a rage character. A Hulk, you slap a regen on it. This guy here, best CTP is a rage, right? This guy here, best CTP is a judgment or a rage. CTP a judgment, right? And only if you have this uniform, right? Only if you have this uniform. And this was a limited summertime release uniform, so it's not even gonna come back until next month. By then, it's gonna be obsolete. So Storm is an auto skip, basically, for most folks. Who else got their tier 4? Widow. Widow's proc friendly. She does a boatload of damage, but out of all of the tier 4s, she's the weakest. So, and you need her artifact with this uniform. So, you know, the uniform itself is easy enough to get. Getting her to tier 4 and getting her artifact is a different story. And it's kind of similar with Thor too. You kind of need his artifact, or he performs a lot better with his artifact, because then you can use his leadership to convert his lightning resistance to lightning damage, and get more damage out of him that way. Who else is tier 4able? Iron Man, Hulk, Venom, Black Widow, Thor. It's like 3 more. Storm. Oh, Carnage. If I'm not mistaken, Carnage is also a rage character. So yeah. Yeah, I would stick to characters that are more proc friendly, unless you got like a rage or a judgment to give them. Because nothing worse than putting all of the resources into that character and then you can't take advantage of them because you don't have the right equipment on them, basically. And then, of course, like I say all the time, work on your cards. It was recently some data mine information that came out. Let me see if I can find it. Somebody probably posted it on the forum somewhere. But yeah, it was some data mined information that came out where we are supposed to be getting another premium card in the next event. So yeah, work on your cards. How about I work on pushing the autoplay button? Work on push the button. You talk to Mr. Miyagi to learn the wax on, wax off technique on that button. Let me see. Let me see if anybody posted it on. Let's look over here. Yeah, nobody's put anything up. Hold on, I got one. Got some more other spots I can check. Yeah, so anywho, there was some data mined information about a premium card. I was looking to see if I could find anything on it. But it should be dropping with the next token event. So yeah, personally, the two that I'm gonna tier 4 first is Hulk first and then Venom second. And we are not using Black Panther here. Let's turn off that auto and let's get it. Oh, the proc didn't come at all. Okay. It's early now. So Jane Foster held on. It was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. And like what it is, you get a lot of bonus just from the level, not even raising the gears. So Some characters you can take from levels 70 to level 80 and get a massive bonus and really never take them to tier 4. So that's why the Moon Knight and all of that. I'll take him to tier 4 eventually, but out of the available ones, I'm not really in a rush to get him there. I really wasn't a fan of how in this uniform they moved his heal from his 3rd skill to his tier 4. Like that shit really pissed me off. It was completely unnecessary. And then of course here you can buy a tier 4 pack. And while you could argue, yeah, you could just use the Mr. Moon Knight uniform, it's not as strong as this one. It's just not. This one has way more hits. You can take advantage of that CTP of energy way better. Instead of that kind of chunky burst damage that he had on his 4th skill that it hit for a large burst, but then it kind of roots him in place for a while and he's targetable, and it had its flaws, you know what I mean? As good of a uniform as it was. Kingpin beat him out. Got beat out by a Kingpin at level 70. I know cards and all of that, but you should have at least been able to keep up with him. Like Storm is on pace to put out way more damage than him. So I think he had like 35 or something like that. She's already at 40. And it's not kind of a, I can't really judge Thor based on this because I don't have the best CTP for him, right? But I do for Moon Knight. And I don't for Storm. Even though she's got a tight rotation, but she is prop friendly. You'll just get more damage out of her with a judgment because of the whole elemental thing. She still put up 65 million, so Was that almost double what Moon Knight did? Got max speed books, huh? Nice. See if I can get some of my boys in here. See if they want to do some Dormammu GBR. They probably won't. It's either that or when you send the invite, they may be in the middle of a game mode. Never see it. And then they also have that bug going on now too, where people aren't appearing on your friends list when they're online and stuff. So there may be also an issue with even sending the invite. Who knows? But I can make it through this thing with hope. I can do about half the damage if somebody else can pick up the other half, or another 2 people can combine the, you know, split that half amongst them. Oh, I feel real good about this. We got another Hulk over there, even though he doesn't have the right support system. Hopefully he knows to throw Hulk in there. Well, wait a minute. What's his name is a HP lead. Frickin' Doc Ock. I forgot about that. You're gonna get me toe off the bone, huh? Oh boy, reckon. He is not playing with him. Kind of makes me upset that I brought my Hulk.
Just
it's that tier 4 Iron Man. Okay, I didn't even see him. If I saw him, I wouldn't even use my hope. It is what it is. Oh, switch. I forgot the 3. That's the damage accumulation. Yep. And I got clapped for looking. Freaking amazing. Ooh. Bro, what's up? Yeah, what's going on? Naresh? What's going on, bro? Welcome to the channel. Just getting it in, man. Daily grinding. You know how it is on this game. A lot of work for a little reward. Let's see, we had a boost point, so we're gonna chill on running the GBR right now, and let's go pick these up. So yeah, man, the premium card, that's gonna be a dope thing. Cause I was gonna probably pick up the premium card. Now I really gotta think about whether I want that premium card or that CTP out of that chest. I'm not really a fan of CTP chests as much as cards, cause you can just get a lot more out of the card than you can out of the CTP. I mean, cards inherently affect the whole roster, whereas a CTP only affects one character. And then I gotta chunk 5 of these things into one to hopefully make this thing brilliant. You know, so I usually just go for the mighty and I call it a day. I always get cards. How much Pierce do I have? 13% or 8%, something like that. Let's go check. So these are my cards. Still working on them a lot. 8% Pierce. So we're able to do a little bit. I'm working on getting all of that resist out of there. A lot of that is from the crafted stats not rolling correctly. But the cards themselves, you know, are rolled pretty good. There are a few that I have to re-roll, Like this crescent card is temporary. It's not gonna stay. I'm looking to get the Korean card, the all new, all different. So that's just a placeholder. I'm gonna craft it up anyway, so I'm not wasting time not having at least some crafted stats on there. But I'm not gonna sit there and try to perfect the card or nothing. At least not right now. So of the 4 cards that I'm keeping, they're rolled pretty good. This one I need to roll to a quality 6 or 7. This one I need to also roll to a quality 6 or 7. So, and I can probably forego the cooldown on here. Actually, no, that's the best in slot. And this was the other card that I was actually considering replacing with the Luna Snow card whenever I get my hands on it. So, yep, I only have 10%. Yeah, it's a lot to craft, bro. It really is. And speaking of which, since you're talking about it, so since we on the subject of cards and all, right? Let me get my ass in here. Let me go get some mats. See, I'm only 19% pierced. Hopefully 22 next week. Already, bro. Hey, congrats. I might come holler at you and get a couple of World Boss carries up out of you. I mean, Giant Boss Raid. Giant World Boss. What am I talking about? GBO. Like, hey, you need Giant Boss Raid carries? Start a YouTube channel. That's just a joke. But yeah, 19% pierce is dope, bro. So what are you doing? What are you able to do in Alliance Battle Legend? Cause see, I got into the whole card game pretty late. I was still on free to play cards when all of the crafting thing came out, so I was way behind the game. And as y'all know, when the crafting thing came out, it wasn't as easy as it is now. It wasn't as many ways for them to give like free premium cards then, or CTPs for that matter. That was the whole that's what the whole boycott shit was about. Why people were all upset and stuff. So really crazy. Over 100 million. Bet. That's dope. Now I was talking about Surtur, Alliance Battle Legend. What are you able to do there? Cause I know I'm barely able to get like. It depends. It depends on like what the day is. You know, Hulk I can put up like 1 or 2 million, something like that. My Iron Man, he can put up a little more. I haven't checked out Venom yet, but since I have him at 72, I'm gonna probably check him out and see what he does. I'll probably check him out and see what he does after I take my best team in. I gotta see. I think today is open. It's no restriction day. So max score is 2 million from Macari. That's dope. 5-5 with Tony. That's what's up. I am doing nowhere near any of that. So, yeah. Not even close. Just as a reminder, I'm also gonna be getting Gotham Knights when it comes out, and we will be posting content on that on the channel, as well as Marvel's Avengers and this game, and you know, we got a few other projects that we're working on, Fishing Planet and all of that for the anglers out there that like to go fishing and whatnot. I found a pretty nice little fishing game, lets you fish all over the world and stuff. It's available on Xbox, PC, Google Play, Android, all of that. So we will be bringing y'all all of that content and more. And I'm about to switch this track. We've been bumping this for a while now. It's about time for a change of pace. So let's hit them with it. Personally, I enjoy PvP more than PvE. Although I really don't play a lot of Alliance Conquest. I'm more like timeline focused and all that jazz. Or at least that's the way that I started out the game. Now I say I'm probably a little bit of everywhere. because it's a lot of different stuff that I like about a lot of different game modes. Um, I like how Shadowland makes you use your entire roster. I like the difficulty of World Boss and Giant Boss Raid. I like the fact that you have to work with people on GBR and things of that nature, or when they had old school Danger Room. I tried to add you, but it's full. Yeah, let me get in my list, and I'll delete some people. I know it's probably a few in there that haven't logged in a while, so that'll be easy. Matter of fact, let me turn off repeat, and I'll do it after this one. Actually, you know what? Let me do it after dispatch gets through running, because this is a timed game mode. Just make sure you remind me in the chat. Let's see, the only mode I don't like is GBR. I love GBR, bro. Like, the fact that 3 players have to bring an individual team, and then y'all have to work together, right? They even went so far as, like, say if I bring somebody like Dazzler or Ancient One or something like that in the lower level GBRs, Master Mode and all of them, if I cast a healing skill or something like that, you get the buff from that. That's dope. I like that. It did get to the point where it had gotten way too easy or way too hard, right? They never really found that sweet spot. I think it's that's kind of the drawback, right? It's good for a little while, and Dormammu will be no different. He'll be hard for a little while, and then people will get enough Pierce on their cards. They'll get enough, CTP, whatever, mighties and whatnots, and enough tier 4s, and the content will, or enough level 80 characters even, and the content will become a lot easier. You'll see a lot more teams being able to clear it, right? So but I mean, that was kind of the best thing about Danger Room, right? Is it kind of met that sweet spot, because it was more competitive between 2 teams of players as opposed to the other stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray.
So
I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby, I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you,
but they'll eventually find that sweet spot. I mean, game balancing is never easy, and then when you compound that with 251 characters that all have to fit into some sort of mold or another, I don't envy the task of the developers at all. And that's not an excuse. That's just, it's just what it is. It's just difficult like that. I forgot to take that part out. We'll start in a few minutes. Just disregard the "we will start in a few minutes." It's already running, folks. It's already running, folks. Yeah, they did run Danger Room when they introduced Pierce. Um, I said a long time ago, right? And mark my words, this is gonna be true of Pierce. I don't know what they're gonna shift it to. It's gonna be a new meta. Probably not Pierce. Probably a blend of Pierce and concentration. Probably something else that they're gonna bring to the game altogether. Who knows? But look at it from this perspective. We had all defense down in the game, right? And then they came up with this, what doesn't work on World Bosses, right? From World Boss to World Boss Ultimate. So it didn't work on World Boss Ultimate. Then they came out with all defense down on the uniforms that ignored immunity, right? Started working on bosses. Then they started introducing bosses that it didn't work on altogether. World Boss Legend, right? And past level 11, or Thanos past 11 bars, right? Of damage. When he gets below 11 bars of damage, he turns on debuff removal. So they did that move. They backdoored it and hit us in the head with, okay, no more all defense down. Pierce. Crafted cards. Get your Pierce. You got Pierce for sale. Right? That's what they did. You got the Pierce for sale. Get your hot Pierce. Okay? That's the new all defense down, bro. Nobody ever even brought that up or thought about it in it. That's the new all defense down. If you read the skill, it does exactly that. It just ignores defense. It's the new all defense down. And they're gonna do the same thing to Pierce that they did to all defense down. History repeats itself. And rhymes. So yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. I don't hear nobody saying nothing about it. I've been thinking this for a minute. But I ain't heard nobody say nothing about it yet. It's maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon. They'll milk this Pierce thing for all it's worth, and then because they know it's a lot of people that still don't have it, even though there's a lot of people that do. And tier 4 is the buffer. They can't move on from Pierce just yet because it's not that long of an introduced thing, right? Like the crafting system is what? A year? You know? Because look, the people that are gonna go out and spend, they're gonna spend right away, right? They're gonna spend as soon as it comes out. They're rarely gonna wait. They're either gonna spend or they're gonna spend when it's most advantageous. It's one of the two. And I don't knock them. You know what I mean? I don't. I am level 11 myself, so I talk a lot of shit about spending, but I spend. But I only spend on certain shit. I spend for the biosub. The fact that they came out with a biosub that has a tier 3 selector in it, for me, that's just better. Right? And I don't buy it very often, to be honest with you. I bought that thing like 4 times total. So I've only gotten one tier 3 out of it. For me, it's more about pushing the premium characters that are in there to tier 2. So the biosub wall is no longer an issue. That's why I buy it. I found much more value in that. And it's really underrated value. And that's why I think the price point of $30 on that thing is fair. Right? It's not even with the tier 3 thing. It's with the tier 2 thing. I started playing around the Ultimates update. So 2016-ish. I think 2016, 2017. Like I was reinstalling the game the other day and I got to look at when the account got started and it said 2016. So but the reason why I remember it was around the Ultimates update, it's because I actually bought that pack with the crystals and I didn't know the whole boycott thing was going on at the time. And so I saw pack guaranteed character and I bought the character, but I only bought it one time. So, and I wound up getting Blue Marble out of there. I wound up getting a 6-star Blue Marble out of there. So then I started learning about the game and started watching, YouTubers and content creators and all of this different stuff. Finding folks, Alex, Beast Mode, 4 Gold, Godzilla Nader, Moonbro, Starco, the list goes on and on. Right? Cause like I had that sort of a personality. If I'm on, or like my gaming mentality is such, where if I'm gonna mess with a game, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look like through the history of the game and all of that different sort of stuff. So I started watching like T Mizzle's videos, some of his old content, even some of the ones that he did with Cynic Alex. So yeah, I just, cause I want to see like, okay, well this is the progression of the game, because a bunch of that I really wasn't there for. Like when I came into the game at a point where it started to get really, really good, coming out of a lot of controversy. Okay. Dope. That's live. As I live and breathe. I think that artifact converts her ice resist into ice damage or something like that. Where is Luna? Okay. How about this? Huh, we already got one on her. Okay. It's both order. Is she order? She's justice. Great. Of course it ain't the right one then, so I will. No sense in being happy about that. Let's see here. 1,200 cubes. And we need a lot more than that. So we'll pick this up. Let's see, I started Avengers Infinity War. Okay. Yeah, that was after the Black Panther update, if I'm not mistaken. T4 is the new cash grab. Hell yeah, it's the new cash grab. Oh, you have 3 accounts. Jesus. How do you keep up? I can barely keep up with one. You only use one now. Okay. Thank you, and we sure will try to keep it rolling. And thanks for stopping by. And don't forget to smash that like button and all that jazz. Subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, here, and Twitch. Stay up to date to all our content and all that jazz. Let's get into AB. Oh, you know what? I said I was gonna add you, didn't I? So let me go to my friends list. Let's see, we got 18 days, 15 days, 14 days. Yeah, y'all all finna be gone. Y'all just taking up space. Okay, you should be able to send that invite now, Das or D-Ross. Sorry about that. Oh, you got your Kingo artifact. Yeah, I get them all the time. If you get the Epic Quest pack for Athena and I mean for Makari and what is it, Makari and Gilgamesh, something like that. But yeah, if you get both of them, then you get all of the Eternals artifacts quite easily at 3-star. I will say I wish they don't have to take them out of the free rotation. I just wish they would turn down the drop rates on them in the free rotation, because them things drop way too much in there. And for like if you do have the Epic Quest, it drops in where are they? It drops in these two missions, right? You got Icarus, you got Makari and Cersei, and then in this mission you got Kingo and Gilgamesh and Athena. So you got all your artifacts covered right there. So from that standpoint, as far as like, if folks was to ask me, well, what's the most valuable epic quest to buy, I would say the Eternals, simply because you get 6 characters. They're all pretty strong, especially Athena and Makari. Plus, you get those artifacts for free out of here, and you're able to farm these for artifacts for other characters, right? That you can turn in and all that jazz. So from that standpoint, the Eternals is probably the most valuable. After that, I would probably put Doom, and then after that, I wouldn't touch any of the rest of them until folks start getting uniforms. Jean Grey, White Phoenix of the Crown, something like that. But Doom can at least do World Boss Legend. The Maker is still okay. But he is really, really, really outclassed right now by Venom, Incredible Hulk, Tier 4. So that's the thing. Let's get some story fragment forming out the way, because you can't ever go wrong with it. And let's go get it. I think next thing on the list is we're probably gonna awaken Toxin. We're also still waiting to get all of the books I need for completing Athena Epic Quest. So we're still working on Tier 3 and her as well. As well as, you know, Incredible Hulk in the mix in the background, trying to get his gears up, all that jazz. And really, to be honest, as far as the Tier 4 mats go for a lot of players, it's really just a waiting game. You don't have to buy none of that stuff. You can grind it for now as few as they're dropping. And I know it takes time and all of that jazz, but don't buy the pack. just chill, because eventually what they're gonna do is they're gonna drop this stuff in more game modes. Energy immunity. Eventually what they're gonna do is they're gonna drop this stuff in more game modes. They're just getting the initial cash grab out of the way. And it'll go for a few months. Because I mean, doing the math, you can buy as many as, you can buy that pack as many as 2 or 3 times and still not have a tier 4 character. Or as many as twice, I mean. So it's like, nah, not for me. I hit you with this old fashioned. I use that tier 2 selector from that package on a lot of characters, from that daily special growth support on a lot of characters. On a lot of exclusive characters. And that thing works great. The only other thing I think I'll spend money on, like off rip, is if Professor X ever comes back up on sale. I'm not really even tripping on not having Abomination, but I want Professor X. My X-Men ain't complete without him. Sorry, they brought him to the game and then they made him so exclusive, it's ridiculous. So I've been on a mission to get him for the longest time. I've even purchased the monthly, what is it? The shield support that increase your inventory slots and all that jazz, and get you the timeline retries, so you can run 20 timeline battles instead of 10. One of the other effects of that thing, other than giving like extra inventory slots for 14 days, is it oh god, I lost my train of thought. Hey, at least I got the ticket though. That's fresh. Let's see, Silver Surfer in there. And run it again. But yeah, that shield support is it's alright. But the other thing that it does, other than give you the extra timeline fights and the inventory slots, is in dimension rifts it'll actually change the color of that chest from blue to red and increase the critical drop rate of the bios that come out of it. And I had bought it to see if it was gonna make it easier for me to get Professor X, Negasonic, Abomination, at least one of them, right? Rachel Summers, they're all in there. Couldn't get them. Couldn't get them. All the bios that I do have for them, which I think Rachel Summers I have like 4, and Negasonic I have like 1 or 2. All of those bios came from Danger Room. Every last one of them. So you know, Danger Room had better drop rates, at least. And it's kind of a game mode I wish they would bring back a revamped version of. Like, they could have got rid of freaking timeline survival. They could have got rid of that. That damn thing is useless. Nobody plays it. The only people that play that game mode are people that just started the game and have no idea not to play that game mode. Like, and as soon as they discover any sort of form or ask the question or go to a content creator or something like that, or some other player or something, no, you wasting your time. Don't play that game mode, bro. Maybe you're chopping it up with your buddy at work. Oh, you play Future Fight too? I mean, 150 million downloads. It's possible, right? I've run into players that play MCOC. So why not, right? I know a couple of Future Fight agents that probably all huddled up in a corner somewhere. Man, check this out. And I'm probably one of them. Anyway. Don't mind me. I'm absolutely crazy. What's up, baby? So yeah. hit him with the pew pew life. Oh, nasty, nasty, nasty. It's kind of taking a while. I will definitely take it. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, 'cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday.
I'll do something different tonight.
All the chemicals up in my brain, all of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay? Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love
New
me?
toy.
Baby, I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no, you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay. Okay, okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain. I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
One down.
Strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Oh, that physical immune. Great. I sat back and read that damn thing too. I will. Clip this up for the blooper reel.
strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this.
Now, if you're immune to physical damage, now we got a problem, because everybody out here is physical. All right, let's roll.
I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby.
There we go.
I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, so until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy.
See here.
If I let it be, I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
And we got my man Vasa over here tweeting out. Lasava over here tweeting out. Story fragment forming. Characters featured this month. S tier and A tier. So these are the characters that are going to be featured in story fragment forming this month on the S and A tier. We got Makari, we got Black Widow on the S tier, and then we got my man Strange here. We got Loki, we got Hulkbuster. That's another one I need to awaken, along with Supergiant here. We got White Fox, Miss Marvel, Athena, Storm, Quicksilver, Icarus, Captain Marvel, Cersei, Gamora, Blue Dragon, Kingo, Electro, Sunbird, Quasar, Rescue, and a girl Jessica Drew right here, Spider-Woman. So if you got those characters built, that's what's up. This is not a good obelisk for Fear itself, Hulk. But I get the joke. But God, no, don't give him this. Give him something like double max HP with a 180 proc or better. Give him something like that. Shouldn't be too difficult to roll. Or guard break immunity, or crit rate, or ignore dodge HP damage prop. Yeah, that would probably be best. Ignore dodge HP damage prop if you can't get a double HP damage prop. But God, no, don't do this. I implore you, please do not do this. Don't do that to yourself. Have a whole bunch of upset sauce. Man, Elvis over here. My man Elvis over here finally cleared stage 12-5 in dispatch mission. So he used a Thor, I think that's level 80. And all of that jazz, so congrats, bro. Congrats. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's my man Stats over there. So that's a 12-5 clear, 35% HP. 56% skill cooldown. That's gotta be coming from the crafted stats. Really low resist, except for the mind resist. But that probably can't be helped in a lot of cases. It's really expensive to try and get all of that off of there and over here. Physical attack is kind of low, but the energy attack is outstanding. The all attack is great. It's got over or right at 100% combined. What is that? 99.6. Then you got the plus 3% here, so I don't know if that calculates into it. 25% crit damage, 14% crit rate, with 46% ignore defense is nice, and 10% pierce. So yeah. And then you also have the 20% energy proc over here. So yeah, that's live. Got him a 12-5 clear in dispatch missions with that. And yeah, this is the set over here. So he's got the Guardians of the Galaxy Best Story Ever, the Luna Snow card, it's got the Cable card, It's got the Baby Spidey card and the Gwenpool card. I also have the Gwenpool card, but I removed it in favor of the Crescent card. I'm also looking for this Luna Snow card, but we have very comparable cards. Here, so the only difference is, you know, all of his cards are crafted, but I have better quality. So, and just going back here, like he's got 4 cards at 4-star at quality 4, and I only got the 1. Right now, the difference is all of his cards are attack based, whereas I have this one card here that isn't, and that would be the Infinity, the Avengers, New Avengers number 9, with Thanos on the cover and the Black Order. So that's the one PvP card I have. The rest of these things are all PvE. And I do have some attack coming from this card, but it is 4 quality. The rest of them are 5 or better, 5 or 6. So there's that going in my favor. And let's compare here also. So checking on my card effects, right? I've got lower energy attack but higher physical attack. Got higher all attack, lower crit rate, higher crit damage, 2% less pierce. Right, we're really not going to worry about the ignore defense because we're both capped or close enough to it, and I'm nowhere near about the skill cooldown. I do have a lot more resist going across the board, but I also have a lot more HP coming from my cards, and a lot well, I got a little bit of dodge coming from my card, and a lot more defense, even a little bit of recovery rate to boot. So, but I don't have any of the damage procs. Let's go back here. I don't have any of the activated effects, right, that I need to get also. It's another reason why I'm looking for certain cards that either have activated effects or just have flat out stats that are just great. So let's go back over here. By comparison, right? It's got a little bit less ignore defense, a lot more energy attack, a little bit less physical attack. I think he's got like 12% more than me. Let's go back and check. Yeah, 12% because I'm at 20. Then he's at 8 on the physical and I'm at 14, so that's 6% more. And then I'm at 68% and he's at, because I'm at like 80 something percent. Swinging either way. There. And yeah, he's at 67, so 1% less. Okay, I thought it was 62. And he's got a lot less crit damage, but a lot more crit rate. So he's sitting at 14% and 25%. I'm sitting at 5% and 32%. So he's in a better position to min-max his crit rate and crit damage is what I would say from that. Because my crit damage is higher, I would gladly trade some of that crit damage for a little bit more crit rate, and that's actually a stat that I'm trying to work in more into my cards, to where I'll be closer to be able to soft cap characters. And if I could get a little more dodge in my cards, You know, I wouldn't mind trading a bunch of this resist for that. Dodge and HP. Dodge, HP, a little bit of attack. Nice little smorgasbord. Yeah, you also have Avengers number 9. It's a really good card, bro. The only problem with Avengers number 9 is the fact that Ignore Defense is in the top slot. Right? If Crit Rate was in the top slot, it would be a much better card. It's a lot harder to cap your critical rate than it is to cap your critical damage. And with a lot of these uniforms they've been coming out with, they've really been helping with that. You see a lot of characters come built in crit rate, crit damage, guaranteed crit, all of these sorts of things, right? Right, increase critical rate by 20%, 7 seconds on a 14-second cooldown, so it's up all the time. You know, guaranteed critical rate by 30%, right? Critical damage by 30%. So, you know, you see that a lot. So critical rate and critical damage really is taking a turn down in terms of really needing a whole bunch of it coming from your cards. You still need it, you just don't need as much. So you're really trying to put yourself in a position with as much attack and HP. And I think because of that, defense is kind of taking a step up on the ladder. I don't think a lot of people realize it. And with the survivability of a lot of these characters, you're going to start to see a whole lot more people want to actually roll that on their cards or something like that, because you're going to be able to easily cap it with your crafted stats. The other ones, crit rate, crit damage, ignore defense. So you'll start to see a shift to, hey, this card might be a little bit better. It offers the same amount of attack, same amount of defense, you craft it, and then the stats are just as good. You're really not losing anything, and you're min-maxing the other way. Let's see here, I need a leadership for him. No, not dealer, leader. No wonder I'm not seeing certain characters. There we go. Does he even have the right? He does. Okay. Alrighty. Can't go wrong with Valkyrie. Let's see what he does at 72.
Only if I let it be. I can control anything
That's crazy. I hit him with it. Oh wow, I'm too far to cancel. That sucks. I sat in that skill that whole time. What in the world? Wow. Ah well, it is what it is. Let's see. See if we can get this thing up to 30. Is that what we're working on? I guess not. All right. And that's the end of that. Yeah, I could. Oh, let's not show that. Why not? Good old world event. Yes, we will try again.
Control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny.
audio. That's when I said I had a fresh backhand waiting for him. He didn't want it. That dude there got a chin. He got a chin-chinian. Let me see what's in this thing. I suppose for the CCF maybe, but yeah, it's like 3 million down the drain usually. But like a shot of CCF. That's the first CCF. Suppose the fragments are nice. At least I convert those into cards. We'll worry about the rest of that later. Yeah, if I got him, I don't save him. There's too many other characters in the game that need an artifact, and I only got so much inventory space. So yeah. Yeah, I got a few sparkly things down there. Let's see. Convert all of them 5 stars. They're all trash. Convert all of those too. Nothing that's worth me wasting the gold for. Let's see here. Oh, Doom is banned. Okay. Is Warlock banned too? Yes, he is. But you know who isn't banned? Gore. Yep, there he is right there. Sitting there unbanned. Okay, so I can either throw Colossus in there or no. This is interesting. We can throw Spidey in there. We can throw Emma in there. I think with Adam being banned, we're gonna see a lot more Spideys this week. We'll see more Spideys than Emmas. Thanos holding it down. And he got slapped upside the head with a car. Jesus. I already returned the favor then, Spidey. Wait a minute, he made it to my... Spidey's in the second slot, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, he claps up Sentry with a backhand. Hit him with an overhand right and a blast to the face. And call that his henchman. Already. Henchman versus henchman. Let's see who's gonna pull it out. Oh, he got doubled up. Spidey. Is you gonna hit him with the disappearing act, or is you gonna get clapped? Oh, claps him. And then, dodge to to the reflect. He dies to the reflect. I thought him raising his HP would be enough, but it wasn't. Okay, so that's another one we're gonna see a lot of, I guess. It's Colossus. Yep, go ahead and switch and put my boy out there. They clapped him up that time. Jesus, he healed up like it wasn't nothing. Spidey pulls it off with the disappearing act. He lost targeting. Hey, I will take it. I will take it. Those are gonna be some nasty, nasty matchups. He got his Sentry first. So this Thanos must be something beefy. Ooh, yeah, he ain't playing. Goodness. Hulk raises his HP. Is it gonna be enough? It is. He pulls it off. With the spin to win. Let's see here. We got us a nice little matchup here. We got Sentry, Hulk, and you know what? I was thinking about, let's bring my guy out of town. He's not banned this week, is he? Let's bring my guy out of retirement and we'll see what's up with my man Luke Cage. He gets clapped up immediately. I really should have saved him for Incredible Hulk to see if he could reflect the damage. So we'll try that on the next go round. But you know, back in the day, he could handle sentries quite handily, actually. Especially if they weren't built very well. So it's all up to my Hulk. Crushes Galactus. And then gets clapped by his rival Hulk. I'm gonna have to put the dealer tag on Thanos. I'm gonna have to rearrange this whole team just so they fight right.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work like I got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Stop all of that. That's what he's there for. Stop all the madness. Stop all the crazy tomfoolery. Let's see here. This is an interesting team. I can't use Adam. So put Hulk in his place. See, I'm not sure if this is the right. No, it's not the right call. Okay. Sentry is just wrecking. And got him with residual damage. Are you serious? Okay. Let's not put that team back out there. These two need to change. And then he needs to get the set dealer tag. There we go. Now they should file right. And that Hulk Emma thing, I'm gonna have to figure that out. That was interesting. Level 60, no. Okay. Get him. Stop all that foolishness. Stop all that foolishness. Snipe by Litz. Welcome to the channel, bro. What's happening from Argentina? What's going on, my guy? Let's see what we get on this one. We might get our ass whooped. We might not. But we gonna see. Okay. And we need to switch to stop all of that foolishness. Spidey clapped him. Yeah, hold this man hostage right quick. Snatch him up. So, what did we do in timeline? 6 and 4. That's horrible. Oh man, I need way more HP coming from my cards now. So yeah, that's the other thing about me and timeline lately. Oh, you follow me on Twitch too. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. I've been posting a lot of content over here as opposed to let me get through this right quick. Yeah, I've been posting a lot of content over here as opposed to Twitch lately, just because unless you're an affiliate member over there, they remove a lot of your content and videos and stuff, so it winds up being a lot of work on my end for nothing when the video goes down, and it's really cumbersome to move that content over here. So I'd rather just post over here and do limited post over there until I get that whole thing figured out, because like it's other things too that, but yeah. So moved a lot of the content over here, and I had been announcing that for a while over there, and I still post over there, but it's limited to like, you know, once or twice a week, and as opposed to over here where I'm posting all the time. It just took me a while over here, and that was always the plan. It just took me a while to get the whole copyright stuff under control. Because one of the very first videos I posted over here, I got like a copyright warning or something, and I was like, "Look, we gonna chill out on that then." So is this you, Dez? Deraz? I'm sorry. Is this your account, my guy? With the Colossus and the pimp suit? This is, hey man, this aesthetically, I got the same outfit on my Colossus, so this is a dope outfit. I wish it did more for him, because I love this look, man. It's player. He even got, man, say, that's not you? Okay. Well, I still got room if you wanted to send me that that request. Gamer tag is in the top left. Blunderbuss 79. Well, we'll just do this. Not spelling it right. Okay, I already got you. Cool. Guess I should have looked first. Okay, there you go. Okay. Nice. This is the guy I'm trying to get a hold of. I know he's not strong and all of that jazz, but I need him to have my X-Men complete. They ain't complete without Professor X, man. Oh man. Yeah, I think you got more tier 3s than I do. You got quite a few that I don't. I don't have Jean. I don't have Deadpool, Cyclops. I don't have him or him. Shang-Chi a Taskmaster. I'm wondering, should you get his Phoenix 5 outfit on Black Friday? It's good. It's really good. It's better than this. But I hate to say that. And then, you know, that uniform is in a weird place to where Cap is a popular enough character that has gobs of outfits in the game to where I would probably say skip the Phoenix 5 outfit on Black Friday and wait for his next outfit. And save yourself some crystals. Especially with the whole tier 4 thing, he's gonna be one of the earliest characters that's gonna get tier 4. So nah, there's no way I would buy that Phoenix 5 outfit. I wouldn't buy any of the Avengers that don't have tier 4 current outfits, right? If that makes any sense. So like his you know, Falcons, even though he's not as popular, Hawkeye's latest outfit, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, because even though they're strong, if you don't have them, they're gonna probably be some of the earliest tier 4s. What's my nickname? You mean my IGN? It's Blunderbuss 79. I put it in the chat. For you right quick, give me 1 second. But yeah, that's my IGN right there. Right there. Blunderbuss 79. No, I screwed up when I typed it. I forgot I had the caps lock on. There we go. Already sent a request. Name is Mao Lick Killer. Okay, I only got so many slots, so we'll see if we got you. Okay. I think that might be the last one. Okay, I got one more left. So I already got you, bro. Also, if y'all are looking for a level 30, if y'all, well, my alliance isn't level 30, but if you're looking for an alliance to join for the bonuses that you get by joining an alliance, including skill cooldown, dodge, crit rate, crit damage, gold gain, XP gain. If you're a new player, you should be in alliance. We're currently working to get ours to 30, and I am the alliance leader. So if you're looking to join, the name of the alliance is right there, the Crazy 88s. And it's not really based on, you know, your power level or anything like that. It's just log in every day, play every day, click this little check-in button, right? And just actively play the game. And if you're looking for you know, tips or whatnot, just let me know in the alliance chat, or jump in the stream, and you know, we can chop it up about whatever it is you need to know or whatever. And we do have plenty of slots available. We are currently 16 of 31, so yeah. I'm not looking really to run another alliance, but I appreciate it. This one kind of just fell in my lap because of one of the guys that's in the alliance used to be the leader. I used to follow him on his channel, and so it kind of got passed down from him not logging in to somebody else, and they were asking questions because they didn't know, and I was always the one answering, so they made me the leader. So I wound up communicating to the guy that was the original leader, like, hey, I'll keep your slot available if you ever come back to the game. So yeah, that's why you see that one guy that's in the alliance that has all of those. He's hasn't logged in like over a year, but that's the only guy that like get that pass. It's like him and like 2 or 3 other people that I know personally. Everybody else is like, hey, just make sure you log in. If it's a reason why you can't, just, you know, I don't kick people like, you know, like regularly like that. But if I see it's like been a while, yeah. Because you gotta be active. Otherwise, it's just taking up a slot. So, yeah, we're gonna finish this up with a little bit of story fragment forming, and then I believe we're gonna call it a stream because we've been up for almost 4 hours now on this. And we'll be coming at you with some more short form content videos as well. Why am I changing this tune? We'll be coming at you with some more short form videos. Like I said, also, so make sure y'all keep a lookout for that. And yeah. Peace.
Only if I let it be.
know that was lag, but that boy came in with the Hezo. That was nice. That dude think he Allen Iverson. Hitting him with the Hezo.